Hey guys, it's Aman
And Christina
from Our Rich Journey. Today we are talking about the Roth conversion ladder. Now, if you are not in the financial independence, retirement early community, or a part of this movement called FIRE, you may not have heard of the Roth conversion ladder. But on today's video, we are going to expose it. We are going to let you in on the secret that financially independent early retirees are doing to be able to access their retirement accounts early and penalty-free using this strategy called the Roth conversion ladder.
Now let's start off with how traditional retirement is supposed to work. Your 401k and your traditional IRAs are designed so that you can take money out at 59 and a half or later. Now with this FIRE movement, people want to access their 401k and their traditional IRAs early so that they can pull out money and live on that before 59 and a half. But typically, if you withdraw that money before 59 and a half years old, you are going to be assessed with a 10% penalty.
So with the FIRE movement, there are couples that are saving more than 50% of their income in their retirement accounts and also outside of their retirement accounts, and they're planning on living off of this money. Let's run a scenario, and this is a very typical situation for a couple that's pursuing FIRE. Let's say a couple has been pursuing FIRE for the past 10 years. Since 2009 to 2019, they have been able to contribute a maximum of about $35,000 a year into their retirement accounts, into their 401ks. So that couple that has contributed $35,000 a year to their retirement accounts has contributed over $386,000. Now, most FIRE couples are investing in VTSAX, and we talk about this index fund. It's a total stock market index fund. If that couple has invested that amount of money into VTSAX in their retirement accounts for the past 10 years, that money would grow to over $800,000.
So that is just their own contribution. Let's consider their contribution along with an employer match of say 5%. That takes their $800,000+ in retirement account up to about $900,000 plus in a retirement account. Now this couple wants to tap into that amount, and they're not at 59 and a half. If they've just been investing since 2009 up until today, they could be 40, they could be even 30. So the question is, how do they tap into that money without paying a penalty?
And here comes the Roth conversion ladder strategy. And this is what the FIRE movement is all about, are these little hacks. They have figured out a way to be able to live life optimal in order to retire early. And this is one of the things that they do.
So before we get into the specific steps of a Roth conversion ladder, let's talk about what it is broadly. So broadly, what it is a strategy. It's after you quit your job, you take your money from your 401k, you put it into your traditional IRA, and from your traditional IRA, then you roll it over into your Roth IRA.
Now see, this is what early retirees do. They quit their job and they take their 401k and they move it over into the traditional IRA, and then they start to move the money from their traditional IRA into a Roth IRA. And after they do that, the money that they move into their Roth IRA, they can withdraw that money after 5 years penalty-free.
So you really need to pay attention to that because there are two specific stipulations to rolling your money over into a Roth IRA. The first is that you must wait 5 years after you roll it into your Roth IRA before you can access it.
And the second thing is that the money that you roll into your Roth IRA, you have to pay taxes on it. Now remember, you put that money into your 401k tax-free, and that tax-free money you rolled over into your traditional IRA, it's still tax-free money. But when you roll it over into your Roth IRA, you have to pay taxes on that rollover like it's income. Now, you would have had to pay taxes on money that you contribute to your Roth IRA anyway as income. So making this movement, you're just paying taxes that you would normally have to pay on that money. Now this may all sound very confusing, but it actually isn't. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it down in a way that makes it more understandable. We'll use an example.
Now this example consists of 5 steps. So the first step is you quit your job and you take your money from your 401k and you put it into your traditional IRA.
The second thing you do is you transfer the money from your traditional IRA into your Roth IRA, but you only transfer the amount of money that you will need in 5 years. You are actually planning 5 years into the future with each one of these transfers.
So for example, if you anticipate in retirement that you're gonna need $50,000 a year to live on, what you wanna do is take $50,000 from your traditional IRA and roll that over into your Roth IRA. And step number 3 is wait 5 years. So this is known as the 5-year rule. Once you put money into a Roth IRA, you have to wait 5 years before you can take that converted money out.
And step 4 is now you can access the converted money. You can take it out of your Roth IRA and use the money penalty free.
And step 5 is to repeat steps 1 through 4 each subsequent year.
So those are the steps, but we really have to drive this point home. So we're gonna use a real life example. We're gonna use the Our Rich Journey family as an example.
So let's put this into practice. Let's say a family is ready to retire. They quit their jobs in 2020. They take all their money from their 401k and put that into their traditional IRA. They then do the calculations and realize that they need $50,000 a year to live off of in retirement. So they take $50,000 in 2020 from their traditional IRA and roll that over into their Roth IRA.
So now that family has to wait 5 years until 2025 before they can use that $50,000 to start living off of. And they do this every year after 2020. They start converting this money over.
So in 2021, they take another $50,000 from their traditional IRA and move that over to their Roth IRA. In 2022, they do the same thing. They take another $50,000 from their traditional IRA and roll that over into their Roth IRA.
And so they have to wait 5 years before they can access that converted money. And they will continue this until they are 59 and a half, and they can actually start to access the money from their traditional IRA in the normal manner. But there's always a big question with the Roth conversion ladder. Because the money you convert, you can't access for 5 years. That means that you have to have 5 years of living expenses in your savings to be able to support yourself until you can get that converted money. So what do most early retirees do? They amass a lot of money outside of their traditional accounts in addition.
Now, it doesn't have to be in an actual savings account. It can be in a taxed investment account. It can be in a form of real estate where you're getting payments from rental incomes, but it has to be something else that can generate an income for you to live off of for that 5-year period.
So if you devise this strategy to retire early, it takes some serious planning. For one, you have to be able to plan for the 5 years in between when you can start accessing that money. In addition to that, you must talk to a tax professional, because this is one of those things that if you get wrong, the penalties could be significant. But don't let that scare you off, because education makes this stuff not as scary. There are people that are doing this type of stuff all the time. And this is just one of the strategies that early retirees use in order to achieve their goal of early retirement.
So watch this video again if you have to, but really get familiar with the Roth conversion ladder, because it will definitely help you in terms of early retirement and accessing your money penalty free. Now, if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.